I'm sure all of you guys must have heard the news by now. Chapter 1 is coming back in the beginning of November 2023. We're going back to Season 5 of Chapter 1 for just 1 month before Chapter 5. I'm gonna be talking about everything you need to know about its return, what we know so far, what we can expect in terms of map changes, loot pool, and how the events will play out, eventually sending us to Chapter 5. So sit back, relax, and make sure to watch the video till the end. So recently with the Fortnite Mirrors update, Fortnite made an announcement tweeting out this image right here with the caption, "The greatest heist of all time." So we all know Kato Thorn uses the time machine to collect items from the past, and if you look at the image, especially the date on the time machine, it's the exact release date of Chapter 1 Season 5. So the time machine now being set to July 12, 2018 means that Kato Thorn will soon be venturing back in time to Season 5. But why exactly? Before I answer that, you need to understand the mechanism of the time machine. So thanks to this season's snapshot quest, we know that the time machine uses batteries called chronocells to time travel, and these chronocells are mentioned as a quantum battery charged by going through rifts. And if you guys remember, rifts were first introduced in Season 4 and became usable in Season 5 Chapter 1. And don't forget, Kevin the Cube also first appeared in this season. So either Kato Thorn is stealing the cube or some item, or just going back to refill his batteries. Now we know the reason as to why Kato Thorn is going back to Season 5, but why is Epic describing it as the greatest heist of all time? Well, actually there's some more information and teasers that are potentially going to be popping up in-game over the next few weeks. So right here, Hypex tweeted out this image that's going to be appearing on one of the billboards at Mega City. The image seems to show some sort of sky. Now this sky might be familiar to some of you guys because this is actually the Chapter 1 sky. Furthermore, there is a sound that will play when you're near it, and it's actually the OG Fortnite lobby music. So that's already a lot to process, but guys, it goes even further than this. Thanks to leakers, we know that the time machine will undergo 3 different stages. The first one is already active, and in the second phase, there's going to be a bunch of Chapter 1 Season 5 items or props that will appear at Frenzy Fields alongside the time machine that Nolan and his crew will be successful in stealing from Kato Thorn. So Epic's pretty much giving a green signal that we're going back to Chapter 1, meaning this might be the last time we're playing on the Chapter 4 map. And to top it all off, all the big leakers on Twitter pretty much confirmed that they have information that it's true that we will be going back to the Chapter 1 map. But coming back to the same question, is the greatest heist stealing the Chapter 1 map? To me, honestly, it's not looking like Kato Thorn's greatest heist, but instead Dr. Sloan's. So Dr. Sloan is the one who gave Nolan and his team the task to steal the time machine, but for what reason? We know that Sloan has parted ways with the Imagined Order, and she has plans of her own now. She's now teamed up with Agent Jones, who by the way just landed back on the island. We gotta ask this question, can Sloan be trusted this time now that she's no longer working for the Order? Because if you guys remember, in the Operation Skyfire event, Sloan betrayed us, leaving everyone to die on the mothership. We don't know for sure what her true intentions are this time, but it seems like Sloan will most likely try to alter the actual timeline. Maybe she tries to change the outcomes of some event, eventually leading us to Chapter 5, because leakers have confirmed it that we'll be going back into the black hole once again at the end of this chapter. Now, what can we expect in the next season when it comes to loot pool, map changes, and especially how will the current state of Fortnite affect the gameplay? So this season's ending around November 3rd, and there won't be an end of season event, but there will probably be a trailer that shows what happened, how we ended up on the Chapter 1 map. According to leakers, next season's theme will be Time Paradox or Time Corruption. Kato Thorn's time machine will destabilize, sending us back to Chapter 1, meaning the Chapter 4 island will rift above the old map. Old weapons and models will return, including the OG pump, tac shotgun, the OG burst rifle. Who knows, maybe they also bring back double pump. Speaking of gameplay, we now have a lot of new mechanics in game, such as swimming, mantling, sliding, sprinting. All these weren't a thing back then. We now also have zero builds, and apparently the Chapter 1 map isn't quite suitable for no build because it has a lot of open fields and spaces, basically a sniper's paradise. It was never designed for that purpose. So maybe Epic unveiled some items like smoke grenades, porta forts, or the OG bush item. There will will be insanely fast-paced map changes. Every week we'll have a different season from chapter 1 starting from season 5 and ending at season X, meaning we'll be getting 5 seasons content in a period of 26 days. There may not be a battle pass, or if there is, I'm hoping for remix versions of some OG outfits like we had in the Season X battle pass. It'll most likely be less tiers that can be completed over the course of a month. Cars and bikes may not be in the game since we'll have the OG 80Ks and the quad crashers. For now we can only speculate what's gonna happen, and it's gonna be interesting to see how Epic pulls this off, but we need to talk about the actual effect of what this will do. So chapter 1's return is gonna result in so many streamers and creators coming back to the game even just to check it out. It will also lead to huge viewership and player base spikes we've never seen before. But this hype is only gonna last for 1 month, so here comes the real question. What is the purpose of this? Epic has been emailing many creators telling them to pay attention to Fortnite because they have some huge things planned in the near future. Maybe it's that they were teasing the old map returning, because we know that this is Fortnite's biggest card they can play, and it really makes you think, what crazy stuff do they have planned for chapter 5? And you know the craziest part about this? Epic literally hinted chapter 1's return 5 years ago in the biggest movie of all time, and literally no one guessed it until now. In Avengers Endgame, Thor can be seen playing Fortnite Chapter 1, and if you actually search it up on the internet, the events of Endgame took place in October 2023, and now 5 years later, we are going home. Not only did Endgame tease Chapter 1, but also the theme, Time Heist. Crazy, right? There's so much content to look forward to in the next few months. I really can't wait to see what Epic has in store for us. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of all the leaks and teasers. See you guys in the next one.